Hello, welcome back. This video is going to once again discuss Canva, and this one is going to talk specifically about creating a featured image for students to learn how to create featured images that they can put into their blog posts. So I'm going to share a few secrets with you. So when I create my featured images on my own Teach Mom Repeat blog, what I do is I use Canva, and with that, I have created a template basically. So I'm going to open this up for you and let you see. I'm sure you've probably seen them all on my website. Um, and so I do not have the paid version of Canva currently at this time. I am working up to that. I'm hoping to eventually do that because when you have the paid version, you are able to keep your own templates and not have to use the system that I use. But I am doing this with the free version, so this is how I do it. So basically, what I've done is I have chosen the blog banner as my template here. So let me go back to this screen here. So when you're trying to choose um, a design as far as like a template and a size, the featured image area is a little difficult to figure out exactly what size image to use. So if the students are using um, a theme that has the long square imaging, I would choose to do this either this blog title here, or if you go under the search and do find templates, you can search the word blog and it will show you. These are mostly for pins. These are mostly blog images that you insert. Blog banner. Blog banner is more of the long rectangle version. And then if you do the blog graphic, those are more of your Pinterest images that bloggers put into their blog posts, because then those things can be pinned later. So the banner or that blog title, let me see what comes up when we do that, because that was up on the front there. I don't know. So these long rectangular images work really well. Now, if your blog theme is showing you more of a small square image as a featured image, then I would probably use the social graphics and choose more of the Instagram square look, because that would definitely fit into that square. So I have my images set at this 915 pixels by 470 pixels. I think that's what the blog banner standard is, and then I've tweaked it for my specific blog, the slider on my blog. So basically what I've done is I just continue to copy, and so you'll notice these two are pretty much exactly the same. The layout's pretty similar, but then I have a different layout here and a different layout here. And then I moved it to the other side. You just have to kind of keep changing it up, Same thing here. Then I started using some triangles, added two here. But notice as I try to see what kind of an image I've been using or template that I've been using, which one haven't I used in a while, and then I can kind of change it up that way. So I haven't, let's see, I haven't really used one of these in a while. But once you create this, then what I do is, I haven't done this one in a while. So what I do is I use this copy this page option, and it will copy it. And then that way I can just go through and manipulate this image to fit with my new post. And what happens here then is now I've created a branding look. So notice that there's at least one highlighted word, which is in a specific font, this Great Vibes font. And then the other font is in the Railway font. Notice how I pull in the yellows and my purple. This, and then I do change it up, but I try to do, a keyword that is in a nice script, and then the rest of it that's in more of a block letter text. That's kind of the style right now. So if you get on Pinterest and you notice that. So I have gone with what's trending. But for students, showing them how to do this consistent with consistency, and just honestly, I think it makes it a lot easier also. So let's start from scratch. We'll start over. And I'm going to choose, let's go back to create a design here, because I do want to show you there's a section here that says blogging and ebooks. So you'll notice that there are some blogging options here. And so this is the blog banner that I use here. And it is a little bit smaller than the one that I have fixed for my own personal blog. But this is one that, like I said, if the kids' theme uses that long rectangle image, this will work well for their blog. So once that will come up, and it will be a blank canvas. Now, here on the left-hand side now, you're going to see all kinds of template options. And each of these will be different. You'll notice that there are free versions and that there are paid versions. And a lot of times the paid versions are due to the image that's being used or the graphic that's being used as being something that is copyrighted and must be paid for in order to be used. So all of these free versions are options. So I'm going to pick this one here. So one of the things you can explain to kids, as far as if you're going to use a template to get you started, it's a good idea to look for something that has similar wording or a similar number of words that you want to highlight as your blog post title. So for example, this one over here, it includes a number. That's always good. So if you're writing, 10 books you should read in the 8th grade, that would be a great, actually, let's do that. Let's use this. So we're going to call our blog post 10 books you should read in the 8th grade. And if we're going to talk about books, then this image should definitely be a book, right? So if you click on it, notice now that it has been selected. You can see now I have the option to move it in and out there. Okay, and we're going to choose a new image. So then we're going to go to elements over here, and we'll go to free photos. And now they're giving me lots of photos that I can use, but none of those are books. So we're going to search the word book. And notice that I'm getting all of the images. So that means these illustrations are included. If I only want illustrations, I can click on that. That's going to give me the illustrations, the icons. Or if I know I want to use a photograph, which is what I want, I'm going to use this one here. So Oh, this is a new picture. I like this one. Let's drag this one over here and you drag it, there we go, until it hovers over and sort of takes over the space. And this looks like a neat image, but I don't like this empty space above the books here for my image. So I'm going to make it larger and then I'll move it up, not too far up. There we go. And now I've lessened the space. So that's a little bit better. And then, okay, so next we're going to deal with the text on the left-hand side here. And looking at this color, it may or may not match my theme. I should choose something that matches to my blog theme as far as my highlight colors, my background colors, those kinds of things. In this case, I'm just going to go with something that matches well with the picture here because there's a book that's about that color. Not quite though. So let's actually go to the ad so I can show you how to use the color wheel. So I like that color, but the one in the picture is a little bit darker. There is a much more complementary color, I think. So I think that works out much better. And that's how you can also change and add different colors that you're looking for. If kids know the exact color of their blog identity, if they know the number that you would put in there, the hex code, that hex code is something you could teach, especially advanced students, to show them how to, and you can Google hex codes. You can find those things, and that will also be in their theme. If you look in the color of their theme and they click on it, it will give them the hex code so they can do a perfect match. Okay, so we're going to change the text now because we don't need this, so we can trash that. And our number here needs to be 10. And I don't think I like it above, or sorry, below that. So I'm going to change it to above. So I'm going to, okay, now I have my arrow. Whoops. Come on. Where's my 10? There we go. Okay, I'm going to move. Sorry, my alarms are going off for my school. Okay, and I'm going to, so notice how that changed the cursor rather than changing the position. It needs to be in this, all the arrows, the crosshair here, in order to actually move things around. Okay, this is not, okay, I'm gonna stop this video because we've had too many.